A man wanted to use his backyard for a garden. For his plants to survive, he needs to water them. But at the same time, he was worried for his water bill to become a little bit expensive. So he was able to talk to his neighbor who has a well in his backyard. So he asked his neighbor if he could use the water from his well to take care of his plants. The neighbor agreed. So this gentleman was so happy and started his garden. At one point, he was able again to convince his neighbor to allow him to install an irrigation system so that he will not have to go to the well anytime or every time that he needs some water for his plants. As a good neighbor, he agreed and allowed him to do so. With the help of the professionals, the system was perfectly set up for him. So this man, from the comfort of his backyard, he just needed to turn on and turn off the water whenever he needed, so he can be able to water his plant. For more than a year, he didn't have to go to the well to have water. He even seemed to forget that the source of the water he was using was not his installation but the well. One day, as he was enjoying watering his plant, he realized that the pressure of the water was going down. It was keep going down until one point there is no more water coming out. At first, he thought maybe his little boy, 3 years old, just turned off his water. He walked back to the installation. Everything seemed to be okay. So he called his professional. They came and checked everything on his part. And they said everything is okay. So now he needs to go back to the well that he has abandoned more than a year. They have to go there and check. As they arrived, they realized that there is still a plenty water in the well. But why the water was not coming through? As they did more tests, they realized that the connection between the installation and the well have came apart. So that was the reason that the water was not coming. My friends, without the connection between the well, our gentleman was unable to get water for his plant. The same way the well was the source, the supplier of the water, the same way I want to tell you that God is the supplier of life. Without a relationship with God, there is no life. Yes, in John chapter 15, verse 5, the Bible said that I am the vine and you are the branches. Apart from me, you can't do nothing. Apart from God, you can't do anything because God is the source of life. If God asks you now to give him back the breath that he has put in you, can you survive? No. A branch cannot survive apart from the trunk. The same way, we cannot survive without a relationship with God. God is the source of life. So if you want to continue to live a better life, if you want to continue to enjoy life, I want to encourage you. You must stay connected to God so that the power of life, his power of life, will keep continuing flowing through you so you can live a better life. At every moment, my friend, make sure that there is still a connection between you and God, so that you will not be surprised that you have lost your life, the life that God has put inside of you, a life that God wanted you to live. Stay connected to God, and you will enjoy your life.